Hey, what is going on, gamers? In the last episode, I showed you how to set up a very easy and simple thumbnail, as well as how to set up replay mod. Now we're gonna go and fuse those things together and show you how to make a beautiful thumbnail in game. Now, first and foremost, I always use Modrinth. I'll go ahead and show you guys how to get that app downloaded and set up. If you wanna see in a future episode, let me know down in the comment section below. First, we're gonna go over to mods because we do have to get this iris shaders set up. Since we are not using Forge, we're not going to be worried about Optifine. Let's go ahead and go in versions, fabric loader, as well as 1.21. Make sure we grab the right one here. So we're going to go ahead and download this one. It says that we need sodium as well, so don't worry, we can click on that one, versions, fabric, and we're also going to go 1.21. Got to make sure those ones are compatible. We're going to go ahead and grab the latest version of sodium, which is 5.11. As of recording this video, we'll go and download that one as well. Next up, if we go over and click on the shader packs, it's going to show you all of the different shaders available. These things are definitely a rabbit hole which you can get lost in. You can try different ones, feel free, download, but I'm going to show you some of my favorites. First and foremost, we have BSL shaders, which is one of my favorite ones. These ones I download on every single profile. Complementary shaders reimagined, as well as complementary shaders unbound. These ones are definitely ones that you need to try out, see which ones that you prefer. Last but most certainly not least, Solus shaders is definitely one that you should at least check out. Again, over trial and error, you will find your favorite one. So we're gonna go here to BSL shaders versions. Of course, it's Iris 1.21 and click on these. Let's go ahead and download, and download. Now that we have all these things downloaded, let's go ahead and jump into the Minecraft launcher. Now that we're here, again, we're gonna go up to the top corner there for installations, click on your files folder. Now that we're here, we're gonna jump on over into our mods folder because we have a couple more jars that we need to drop in this. I'm gonna go ahead and open up my downloads folder. We're gonna take sodium as well as iris, drag and drop those into the mods folder. And you guessed it again, we gotta go ahead and hit play so it can run the jar for those and create the necessary files so we can slap in our shader packs. All right, now that those things are done, we're gonna wanna come down here to options and video settings. And now we have a shader packs option here. Let's go ahead and click on that and open up our downloads folder. So Solus, BSL, and the two complementary shader packs. These things are zipped. We don't need to unzip them, just drag and drop those puppies. And I think we'll go and start this off with BSL shaders. Go ahead and hit apply, done. Now let's jump into our single player world and talk about taking that perfect screenshot. All right, and looky what we found here. We have a beautiful Minecraft mansion here, and look at how beautiful this thing looks with shader packs. Absolutely phenomenal. All right, now that we got this thing found and set up, I'm gonna go ahead and pause. We're gonna go ahead and start the replay mod recorder. Now, the reason we're doing that is because obviously I'm in a single player world. I can jump into creative mode, but you're probably playing on a server or something else and you don't want to be switching in and out of creative mode, or maybe you don't even have the possibility of doing so. And so replay mod is gonna allow us to get those very nice aerial shots without having to switch back and forth. We're gonna go and stop that recording. Let's jump into it and jump on over to the replay mod. Okay, first and foremost, we jumped into replay mod and all you see is clouds. Click B and go ahead and click on your player. That's gonna go ahead and find out where they are. All right, now that we have found our player, we can go ahead and detach from them and take a look at this mansion. Now, you can see here, we've got a front-facing angle, which is probably one of the most important things that I want to talk about is your different angles. We've got this shot here, and then we've got this one here, which gives you a little bit more detail. It doesn't have those flat surfaces. You can see the shadows a little bit better. So that angle, typically what I want to do is go a little higher up and choose either the left side or the right side. Next up, I want to go to options and change that field of view, typically somewhere between 30 and maybe 45. And another thing that I want to talk about, we're going to go a little higher up, a little bit down, and we want to get that where it's center focused in your framing. Using your rule of thirds, you're gonna have a left side, a center, and a right side to your thumbnails. Now, if you wanted to add yourself, which we're gonna show later in the episode, you could maybe have that mansion off to the side and your player on the other side. Or if you're gonna just take just a structure, you're gonna wanna make sure that thing's framed dead center. If it's not perfect, don't worry, we can change that in post. Now, the time of day is gonna also be very important. Obviously, you're not gonna wanna be taking these screenshots if you're on a server during the nighttime. You will have to make sure that you sleep through the night so you can change the day cycles. In the morning, you're gonna get those real shadows going off to an angle. During noontime, you're gonna have that sun in the sky shooting straight down. Now, I really like this frame shot. So now, and also F1 is gonna be able to show your menu screen and take that away if you don't already know. Now we're gonna go ahead and hit F2. That's gonna go ahead and take a screenshot for me. Obviously render name tags, let's turn that off. And you can show file on disk or do not show again if you remember how to get there. I'm gonna go ahead and leave that one set up. We're gonna hit close. Now, one thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go change our shader packs. Let's go to Solas shaders. Click apply, let that load in and hit done. Now, one thing is you can really see that there's some really harsh shadows here, but the left side where the lighting is hitting, it looks way better. So I am gonna go ahead and hit F2 again. We're gonna go ahead and grab that screenshot as well. And we're gonna go with complementary reimagined, apply, done. And now you can see it kind of gives us that grayscale, that washed out look. I'm gonna go ahead and take another screenshot of that one just in case. And then we can take all these ones and see what we can do in post-production. All right, we find ourselves back here at Canva. If you're not using it, definitely you guys should be giving it a try. YouTube thumbnail, we're gonna click on that. It's a 1280 by 720. I'm gonna go ahead and grab all of our screenshots. We're gonna go ahead and drag and upload those into the Canva cloud. And now looking into these ones, there's one of these that is my absolute favorite, and it is gonna be this one right here. I'm gonna go ahead and double click. We're gonna go crop, smart crop, and that's gonna see about centering that, making it a little bit larger inside of our frame. We're gonna click done. Again, you can edit image, go to adjust and auto adjust. And this might be able to bring it to something that you might like. I always like to seem to fine tune them just a little bit. So I'm gonna go ahead and reset adjustments. All right, and we're gonna go ahead and get that one set up where it's all saved. Like I said, so I go through and I customize this one a little bit different to my liking. Each one of these pictures are a little bit different, so I can't show you exactly what you need to do, but just play with it. You can go through and change your different color schemes and everything like that. One thing is you can actually do a foreground and a background depending upon the image, if it's gonna be able to see or pick that up. That's something fun to play around with as well. And so we're gonna go up here to share, download, PNG, change that to a JPEG and click download. And so I've got this thing already done. One thing that I do like about Canva, it's gonna go ahead and take all of those like filters basically and move them to the next image. So I've got these three. I'm gonna go and drag this one and drop it over here. I'm also gonna go ahead and make sure that I do a smart crop, make sure it kind of centers that one just a little bit better. And we're gonna share, download, and download that one as well. Last but most certainly not least is the third image. Let's go ahead and drag and drop that in. It's gonna go ahead and change all those colors, do all those things that we've already had set up. Sometimes it works out well, sometimes it doesn't. So make sure and pay attention to that. Let's save this one. All right, so I went ahead and grabbed a vanilla screenshot, made sure and put on our filters or coloration, whatever you wanna call it. This is what the vanilla one looks like. And then now we have our next three shaders. Let me know down in the comment section below, you prefer 1, 2, this is number 3, and this is number 4. Alrighty gamers, I certainly hope that all of these tips definitely help you. If you have any questions or suggestions, put those down in the comment section below. And as always, this is Dr. Redstone signing out. Thanks YouTube.